Native, corruption in the education system is out of hand. The original clip on this matter was done January 1, 2021. Native, we need to focus on the system and its subsystems to get a detailed picture. Hello, PPMO ecosystem. Schools today have made politicians/officials board members with school education perks. We have also touched on the NSFAS corruption in an early clip you might want to match for better context. No matter which clip you watch from PPMO ecosystem, always remember the 90-10 principle. Apartheid built infrastructure to service 10% of the population. So 90% was not catered for. Important fact to note, in apartheid all private and white school could only admit 5% maximum black students. Being a private school does not mean you operate above the laws of the country. If we want to empower our next generations, they should have first option at our best schools. Not the nonsense currently happening. Question is why and what were they achieving with these laws? Politicians are the very people ensuring discrimination against native students. They are justifying that private schools operate in a vacuum. Those you entrusted to integrate our people are now the defenders of your exclusion. Top schools are flooded with foreigners. How is this possible? Look at New Zealand, the least corrupt country in the world. State schools are as good if not better than private schools. The education system caters for its citizens first. Once they are all absorbed, they then take in international students. This is also reflected in the pricing model. For example, domestic students pay 50% of what international students pay for exact same facilities. Just like Hungary taking post-grad students from SA in their institutions. It was because they have excess capacity. Not to displace their people for foreigners. Which is the case in SA. New Zealand Online knows the number of grade 8, 10 and 12 etc. Based on figures they determine how many international students get permits. They also have proximity laws. Servicing those closest to the school/neighborhood community. But given our historical context, a few years ago they used it to keep black natives out of well-resourced white urban schools. At some point most the black students were foreign. We ask, how is that possible if the ruling party represents you? Is this not a version of Group Areas Act? SONA 2022 the president said we are short 2,500 schools in the country and it would take 75 years to build all. So where is this additional capacity coming from? How do immigrant workers come with their kids and we guarantee them schools? Who is paying the most for this man-made mess? This neoliberal apartheid. Every year school admission time, it's the same old problem. The political elite do not care about you. They have mitigated their own personal risk at your expense. They are getting large amounts of bribe monies issuing student permits and documentation. In an already overloaded system. Bribes, greed, constitution and human rights corruption. Weak checks and balances created on purpose to enable these self-enrichment schemes. Remember, this is not an error but a man-made mess by design. You are being displaced native. Your country has been infiltrated. Officials are compromised. After years of bribes, it is hard just to stop now. This makes no logic to anyone, but when the lies fail they turn to the constitution. They lines that effectively displace natives. A mess at the highest level. I know most of you see this, but if not now, you will soon. Let's continue on the next clip. Thandi here. Awesome, have a great one.